Hey, what up, y'all? It's Sevyn, and you're checking out YourMusicMyWorld.com.
Okay, so you were influenced by singers such as Brandy, Celine Dion, Michael Jackson, Yolanda Adams. What was it about these singers that really influenced you in your music?
Sheesh, you had the whole rundown. Brandy, Celine Dion, all of them. Well, you know what? I love singers. So anytime I just respect what I respect what people can do with their voices, man. I just do. And I love tones. Like if you know, Brandy's tone is ridiculous. And I always talk about Brandy, but Brandy's tone is ridiculous. And you know, just Mariah Carey and her range. Just every artist has something different. So I love all of them for different reasons.
Okay. So you recently put out your debut solo single, I Like It,
Yeah.
which the response has been like very good. Did you expect it to be as big as it was?
No. That song, I always say that song kind of just fell out of the sky. So first of all, I'm happy and I'm appreciative that people like the song, because that's all you want as an artist. You just want people to like the music and material that you put out. So the fact that they like it, I appreciate that. Thank y'all. And no, I never have an expectation for records. I just do what feels good and what feels right to me. And if people rock with it, they rock with it, you know.
I must say, because like in Philly, it's very hard. People are very like critical about people's music, and I hear your song a lot on the radio.
Wow!
So,
thank you. Thank
you got Philly support.
I gotta get to Philly then.
Before starting out your solo career, you started out in 2 girl groups. Most people remember you from your girl group, Rich Girl. You all were growing like a strong fan base, and then people were a little sad that the group disbanded. What made everybody in the group just say, let's just go our separate ways?
Just when you can't control things sometimes, and as much as you may want something, and that's just in life general, as much as you may want something to happen, at the end of the day, there's a higher power that's in control of things, and you can give it your all, but you know, you can't force things to happen. But me and the girls, like, we love each other, and we love music, and those 2 things will always be consistent. We all gonna continue to still sing, and we're all gonna continue to still love each other and support each other.
Okay. So after the group, we saw you working a lot with Chris Brown, you know, writing songs for him, singing on some of his songs. And you 2 seem to have like a very brother-sister relationship. Has it always been like that from day one, or was it just like...
From day one, he has been getting on my last nerve. Yeah, we've always had a brother-sister relationship. Our whole camp is like one big family. So, yeah, from day one, it's definitely always been like that. I learned so much from him. You know, it's weird because it's brother-sister, and I'm older than him, but I feel like he's older than me in so many ways because he's been doing it for so long. So in terms of songwriting and performing and videos and things like that, I learned a lot from him. So, yeah, it's definitely a little big brother kind of thing.
Okay. Well, after being in 2 girl groups that was not as successful, but then going into songwriting that's been major for you.
Thank you.
Writing for like Alicia Keys, Brandy, Estelle, Kelly Rowland. Were you ever hesitant about, you know, being an artist again, were you ever hesitant about being an artist because being in the background of the things like songwriting has been so successful?
You know what? Was I ever hesitant about being an artist because of songwriting? No, because even the way that being a solo artist, the way that came about, you know, I know people may like to think that it was planned, but it wasn't. I just love to write records, and you know, me and Chris and Kevin, we just write records. For 3 years, that's all we did. And so if it was a female record, I would demo it. If it's a male record, Chris would demo whatever, him or Kevin. So the way that 7 records even came about, 7 songs even came about, they're just songs that were in our archive that I had demoed. So we were listening back and listening to them, and it's like, you know what, this might need to turn into something else. So that's what we did, and we didn't fight it, and it turned into something else. So I'm here at Atlantic now, and that's how the story goes.
Well, now being signed to Atlantic, and you've been working on new material for your debut album, I read in your bio that you said you're not going to rush the album. You're going to take your time with it.
Yeah.
Can you give fans like a little bit of what they can expect on it, like the sound?
Well, on my album, they can expect definitely urban R&B, because that's who I am, the core of me, just urban R&B. I love 90s R&B. I love me some Drew Hill and some Jodeci and some 702 and all of that. So I love urban music. In terms of other influences like pop and alternative or whatever, you're definitely gonna get a little bit of that, because you know I write those kind of records. So I'm just gonna fuse it all in there together and just gonna give you a little bit of everything. But the core of the album is definitely gonna be urban.
Okay. Well, you worked with Harmony Boy on your song I Like It.
I did.
Who else can we expect you to be working with on your debut album?
I've had a couple sessions. So I've been in with the Runners, been in with the Interns, I've been in with John Baptiste, and been in with Remo, D-Mile, Ry Keys. We've gone in a little bit. You know, we got a little ways to go, and we're just all taking our time and filling it out, and we just want to give a quality piece of work. So.
Okay. Well, being a songwriter and writing for so many like huge artists, what have you learned from them to like go forth in your own solo career?
I've learned from other artists not to stress. You can't stress in a studio, and I have to admit I've done that in the past, but working with Chris and Alicia and Brandy and Kelly, you just learn that it's just music at the end of the day, and you can't, it's not the end of the world if a song don't turn out how you want it to. You just have to get that idea out, and you know, I get to do what I love for a living, and that's a blessing. So what I've learned and what I've taken from them is to just not stress over things. I just don't stress.
Okay. Well, nowadays we see like a lot of artists, before they put out the album, they might put out like a mixtape or an EP just to give people a sample of what's to come. Can we see Sevyn doing that?
You know what? I don't know what we may see Sevyn put out. If it feels right and if the fans really want something like that, I'm not going to bat it down. I want to give them whatever they want. So, you know, God knows we have records for days because all we do is sleep in the studio. So, you never know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We just got to feel it out.
Okay. Well, now that your single's out and it's getting good airplay, will there be a video for it?
Absolutely. There's absolutely going to be a video for it.
Has there been a treatment set up for it yet?
There's been a video for it. Yeah. So it's definitely on the way. The video is so on the way, like, I got to turn this smile down because that's how close it is. It's like, it's here, but just trying to wait and give it to y'all the right way. But yeah.
Well, before we wrap up the interview, is anything you want to let fans know? You know, you can shout out your Twitter, your homepage, everything.
I want them to, I want you to know my Twitter. My Twitter is @Sevyn, SEVYN. My page, my website, is sevynstreeter.com. And my Instagram is @Sev. So the number 7EV. It's a lot.